Today on VIP TV, an old friend of mine from the Box Nation days when I was there, and a real star of the channel then. And it's always good to catch up with Bradley Skeete. How are you, mate? You look happy anyway.
I'm all good, mate. Still smiling. Still smiling. Got back to it. Back on it now. Got a win, and yeah, the journey starts again.
What was it like being back in the ring on fight day after 2.5 years out? Because since you was a little boy, you haven't been 2.5 years, you haven't been 2 months out of a boxing ring, I shouldn't think.
Yeah, Steve, it's been a long time. Do you know what I mean? It was a long time, but I felt brand new. I was buzzing. Do you know what I mean? It was more, obviously a little bit of nerves, but it was more excitement than the nerves. But it didn't feel like 2.5 years. I just felt comfortable, felt myself, and I was sharp, strong. My timing was there. Dom was happy with everything, and yeah, it felt really, really good to be back.
I mean, we're not going to say you retired because you never announced it. So, How much good did that rest do you from boxing, in your opinion?
Looking back, I needed to have the rest. You know what I mean? I needed just to have a bit of me time, and just a few things like just needed to be sorted out. But in an ideal world, it was too long. Do you know what I mean? 2.5 years was too long, and I wasn't ever like planning to take that long out. But it is what it is, and things happen for a reason. And like I say, it done me well. It done me good. The rest done me good. And I obviously made the decision to move to Sheffield, to come up here, teamed up with Dom, and had a good 8 months in the gym. And the work I was doing in the gym, I knew I'd have been fine. I knew it was still there. I'd been having some great sparring, been mixing with the boys, and do you know what I mean? Everything felt good in the gym, but it was all about doing it on the night. And listen, no disrespect to Dow Arrowsmith, he's a journeyman, and the level I've been at and the level I want to get back to, I should be dealing with opponents like that quite comfortably. But listen, he was there. He was there. He took the fight, and he don't rarely get stopped. Looking at his record, he rarely gets stopped. So I felt comfortable. I just done me, and to get him out of there was good, to get a win and get back. And yes, like I say, start the journey again.
I mean, what level, when you say you want to get back to a level, in your heart of hearts, what level can you get to at this stage of your career / life as a boxer?
Yeah. Listen, I want to be back to the top. I want to be back there. I was ranked number 3 with the WBO, and Jeff Horn swerved the fight with me. He picked the easy option. Do you know what I mean? He didn't want the fight with me, and I believe I can get back there. I'm so happy. I love boxing again, and I'm really enjoying being up here and listen, with a world-class coach with Dominic, mixed with world-class fighters. I'm around it all. I'm buzzing, and I want to be back there. And listen, being out 2.5 years and coming back and fighting a journeyman, so to speak, people might look and think, "Oh, what's he talking about?" But I've been there and done it. I'm 33 years old. I've been at a good level. Do you know what I mean? I've mixed with at a good level, and that's the level I want to be back to. And I wouldn't have made these sacrifices of moving away, leaving my friends, family, and everything behind at home. To listen, I'm out my comfort zone here, but I'm doing it for a reason, because I want to get to the top, and I want to get back. I've moved up weight. I'm obviously moved up to super welterweight now. I'm 154 now. I feel good at the weight. I made the weight good, and I want to I'd say another fight, a decent fight now. Step up in an opponent, maybe an 8-rounder with an opponent with a winning record, a decent opponent. And then I want to be straight back, domestic level. There's some great fights there. I've mentioned Ted Friesman. He's the champion. I've won the British title outright at 147. And to come back and mix at British level, like I say, there's some great fights there. And it's not, no disrespect. It's not personal. It's just business. And Ted's got the belt at the minute at 154. So that's who I'll be looking at. I wouldn't be looking at the champions. And then I'd be really disappointed if I finish my career without winning that European title. I know I'm that level. I know I can get that level and mix at European level, and anything after that is a bonus, Steve. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it domestically, you've moved up to a division where you talk of getting back to number 3 in the world. It's going to be hard enough, though, proving yourself domestically. Okay, there's Liam Smith. I suppose Liam's just still hanging on for that big fight. I mean, if you'd be an established like Liam, you'd be hanging in for one more big fight he's going to get. There's Ted Cheeseman.
He's the number one. Liam's. Do you know what I mean? Domestically, I wouldn't even put him in that. Like, I was going through the rankings on Box Rec. I saw you were 13, and I just thought there's 6 or 7 there who, if you beat one of them, you're right in it. You know, there's Cheeseman, Fowler, you know, Fitzgerald, Troy Williamson's got Cheeseman next, you know, and there's even Kieran Conway, Hamza Shiraz. They're the guys that if you've got to beat one of them to get to that European, I think you can pretty much take on any of them, and that will get you a ranking somewhere. Definitely, without doubt, definitely. And all them names there are great fighters. Do you know what I mean? And they know who I am. They all know who I am. They all know what I'm about. And like I say, it's the level I want to be back to. And having this time off isn't ideal, but like I say, I'm back now, and I'll be looking to get the fights. And I just say thanks to Dennis Hodgson for giving me the opportunity on Fight Zone to make my comeback and put on his show. It was a great setup, great production. His team done really good things, and do you know what I mean? He gave me the opportunity, and I'm a free agent, so I could get back on there and get another run out. Do you know what I mean? And then get back to it, and then one of the big promoters can put me in with their boys, because I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Have you had any indication from anyone who wants to give you an outing, be it Dennis or one of the bigger promoters wants to, you know, give you some sort of deal for a company? I mean, I doubt if they'll, I mean, I'm not being, you know, because you've had that one fight, I doubt if you'd get a big money 3-year deal, but you could certainly get a 3 or 4 fight deal from a promoter, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And I've been, there's no secret. I've been pestering Eddie Hearn. I've been on his case to give me an opportunity. Do you know what I mean? I think I was with Frank and Queensbury my whole career, and I think I done good things there. And do you know what I mean? I'm back, but I've not been in no communication with anyone there. So I think my time there is done, and I've made a fresh start and change to come up and change my training and training team. So it's a case of changing promotionally now. And like I said, it's no secret. I've been pestering Eddie and chats with him, and hopefully, listen, one day we can have an opportunity and get going with Eddie. But until then, like I say, Dennis was my man, and Fight Zone are doing great things. And like I said, I'm a free agent, but to get on the shows there, and just to get me back. And all it is now is momentum, and just to keep getting out and getting dates and getting fights. And so I'll probably be having a chat with Dennis this week and see if I can get another date and get going again.
I mean, I guess Eddie makes sense because he's got Cheeseman, Fowler, Fitzgerald, Kieran Conway. He's got, them names you mentioned earlier. He's got 4 of them, and you need. It's one of those you're going to need to beat.
Of course.
But you accept that he might give you a job, but he'll put you in the other corner as such, because they've been with him for ages. You'll be going in there as you're not going in there as a journeyman to pad out a record. Never, and they all know that. But when you get in the ring, if you fought, say, Anthony Fowler, or for example, is Eddie going to be rooting for them, given he's been with them since day one as such, until you beat them?
Yeah. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd expect that. Do you know what I mean? I would expect that. And it's like I say, I'm coming in and wanting the opportunity, but it's for me to go in and you know, do my thing. And I just need the opportunity. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I need is the opportunity. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I've done it before. I've been in the away corner. I've done it before, and I'm sure I'll do it again.
Yeah. What does Eddie say to you? Just bide your time and you'll be a chance, or
exactly.
Stay in the gym and
stay in the gym, stay ready, and an opportunity will come my way. So that's good enough for me, and that's all I've been doing. I'm in the gym and I'm staying ready. I'm ready to go. So, like I said, I don't, you know me, Steve. I don't live a bad life. I'm always in the gym, and especially now I'm being up here in Sheffield, and I'm literally eat, sleep, and train. So it's not much more I can do. So Yeah, I'm ready to go. Then when that phone rings and the opportunity does come my way, I'll be ready.
Who do you knock around with in Sheffield? Is Lewis Petit up there? I knew he was up there.
His brother Jake.
Sorry, I meant Jake, not Lewis. Sorry, I meant young Jake. Yeah.
Jake's here with me, and boy, he's just turned pro. Bradley Goldsmith. He's from Coventry. Was a good amateur, and yeah, he's in the house now with us. So yeah, he's making his way in the pro ranks. So yeah, us three boys in the house, and yeah, doing well. It's nice, Steve. Now I've got the other boys here. Brad does the cooking. I've passed over the cooking utensils. He does all the cooking, and yeah, it's good. Jake's the little son, but he's a good team maker. So I'm like the old man. I just
you know what? You're about 10 years older than him because Jake's only early 20s still.
Well, and Brad 22. So
Jesus Christ.
little Danny Morrell pops in. He's 19.
Oh, is he there as well? Yeah.
I feel like an old man when I'm around these, but these keep me young. These keep me going with them. That's a good thing.
So who's your landlord? Are you in Billy Joe? A lot of them staying Billy Joe. Is Billy Joe your landlord?
Yeah, Billy Joe's the landlord.
What's he like as a landlord?
No problems with him. He's all good. I'll go back with Billy from the amateur days. You know what I mean, on GB and that. So yeah, all good. We just make sure the rent's paid on time.
I know, otherwise he'll be up there, won't he? Yeah. No, he'll be up in whatever car he's bought for that weekend, mate. He'll be up there with that what pound note, and I bet he has to be paid in cash as well.
We won't mention
that. No, of course not. And finally, what I didn't ask you last time, what was the reaction of your family when you came back to boxing? Your sister, your brother, that's, when you come back to boxing, and of course your mum and your dad, of course. I mean, I've spoken to Sid. I haven't spoken to your dad about it.
My mum she hated it. She thought that was me. Do you know what I mean? She was really pleased that obviously I was doing the PT and I was still involved with boxing, but away from it. Do you know, she hates it. Then she hates it. She don't like it. She was at my fight. She'd always support me and support what I do, but she hates it, Steve. She don't like it one bit. And my little girl as well. She weren't really keen on me coming back to boxing.
How old is she now, your little girl? 11. I was going to say 12, 13. I was going to say actually,
12 August. So yeah, she's like a big woman now. But it was nice. I don't like her watching me fight. I'll never ever put it on her to come and watch me fight. But she kept on asking, "Can I come? Can I come?" So I let her come, and yeah, she really enjoyed it, to be honest. And listen, it's not nice seeing me fight, but yeah, they all support what I do. And where my dad and that concerned, he loves it. So he's really pleased to see me back and happy. The main thing, I'm happy. I'm with a good team. I'm in a good place. I'm happy. Like I said, I love boxing again. It's like having that fight a few weeks ago. It was like my debut again. It was all new to me, and it was. I'm so happy to be back, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And this is me. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is what I love, and me enjoying it and happy and buzzing is going to get me where I need to go, and I know I'll get there.
Yeah. Just at the end of the first stage, before you took your rest, was you couple times during the interview, you've mentioned happiness. Were you falling out of love with it or not happy with it? I know you go back a long way with Alan and all the boys down there. And I know it wasn't any bad terms at all. I know that. And I'm sure Alan wishes you all the best. But was you unhappy boxing or not into it anymore?
Yeah, it was everything. It was not just like not nothing with Alan. Nothing. It was all other things going on. Do you know what I mean? Like, where I was at, and just few things. I just fell out of love with the boxing. Like there's no secret. My last fight, the show was on, the show was off. This one pulled out, that one pulled out. I had opponent after opponent. It was for a title. It wasn't for a title. It was just a mess around. It was just this. It was just a bit unprofessional how I got treated, and I just felt a bit of a way. And that's where I just thought it just fell out a lot. I just weren't happy. It just fell out of love with it, and it just become a chore. Do you know what I mean? It just become a chore for me, and it was just one of them things. And it was always I needed a break, and I'm glad I took the break, and I'm glad I had a good rest because I needed it. And yeah, like I say, it's a new chapter of my career now, and I'm happy, I'm buzzing, and I love boxing, and that's why I got into boxing. I love it. I love it. That's all I know. That's all I do. And I'm really looking forward to the future.
Yeah, you know what? Boxing, it shouldn't be a chore, especially if you've got aspirations. It's okay, you know, not okay, but I don't know the right word. But if you're a journeyman and on the road, it's your job once a week to go and earn your 1,700 quid or whatever. So, you know, that, you know, it's all right that being a chore because that's your occupation. But if you've got ambitions, if it's a chore to you, that's when good fighters can get beat. Because you're doing something you don't want to do. It's like if a decorator wants to go to work and he doesn't fancy it. It's a chore. He won't fuck up painting a wall.
There you go. There you go. Listen, and listen, I fuck up and I get put on my ass, and it can be very dangerous. So. But listen, it's all part of the journey, and also all part of the process, and things happen for a reason, bad and good. And I'm just happy I'm where I'm at now, and I'm in a good place.
All right, and well, I tell you what, it's been brilliant talking up to you today, Bradley. I always love catching up with you. Send your best to your dad when you see him. I spoke to Sid the other week, actually. I think he was under a car or something, your dad, at the time. And to your mum and all your family. It's lovely talking to you.
Mate. Top man, Steve. Thanks for always answering. I know you speak to my mum and that you always answer after me, and I appreciate all your support, man.
Always ask up. Yeah, go back. Known you for too long, mate. It's we go back too long, mate. We're getting. I don't know. I know you say I'm bleeding nearly 60 next year. I'm ancient, mate, compared to you.
They're still doing all them runs.
I know. Yeah, I just started training this morning for the Manchester Marathon properly.
Top man.
Yeah, so the proper training starts this week.
That's it, mate. That's it.
You take care, mate.
Steve, top man. Good to speak to you, mate.
Lovely. Thanks, mate.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.